I want to get green, but somebody's holding me back. It's you. You're holding yourself back.
Blocking fire.
What makes this game different from other shooter titles? We are not stuck with the basics. This is a hero FPS. Abilities are separated into certain archetypes, like smokes, tripwires, recon and scan abilities, movement abilities, flashes. Understand your role and your utility usage. You wouldn't play a duelist the same way you would a sentinel, right? That's because of your utility. Your gameplay should revolve around utility, as it provides so much in terms of creating advantages in games. When it comes to abilities, I want to answer 3 questions that I think are the most important. Why am I using utility? How am I using it? And the most complicated question, when do I use utility?
Why?
At its simplest, the answer is to win gunfights, to create advantageous fights.
Blocking fire.
Utility does so by accomplishing some of the following goals, or all of them all at once. Take space, by taking space, by finding enemy positions, by taking different angles, by isolating your angles, by keeping space. The one unique one is healing, where you'll get guaranteed value. And it helps win your gunfights by giving you more HP. Self-explanatory. If your utility does not accomplish any of these, keep your gun out. Save your credits. Your raise nade isn't saving you from the guy sprinting at you with the judge, but shooting him in the head will. If you already know there's a guy there, no point in throwing utility to confirm what you already know unless there's some guy that's gonna fight with you. With utility, you want to find value and accomplish a goal. If you're thinking to yourself, should I do this? Just think, does it accomplish one of the goals from before? If the answer is yes, just do it. Alternatively, you can think of it on a scale of risk versus reward. Is using your utility in this moment worth versus saving it for an opportune moment? Example that comes to mind is Omen Blind at round start to clear an angle. Or if it's the end of the round and you've greeted your Omen Blind, do you have the option to Omen Blind and TP, creating a checkmate scenario? You can decide that based off your game sense and information available to you in the game. A lot of utility feels self-explanatory and is tied to roles. Your role partially answers how you want to use your utility. Sentinels will place utility at choke points or to passively deny space and provide information. Initiators create the opportunity to clear angles and areas for their team. Duelists have kits that revolve around taking advantage of momentary gaps to take space. Controllers create extra walls in essence. It aids gunfights in isolation. You see them first if they walk through. It bothers their crosshair placement. In some ways, you can repurpose utility if you get creative. Smokes can use it to entry. Initiators can flash themselves in, etc. If you want to learn different applications for different utilities and how to accomplish different goals, watch a one trick. Think of them yourself. Get creative. Watch a streamer. Do whatever you want.
How?
This is as easy as learning to press one key and left click, or to combine 8 different utility pieces at once to accomplish many things. One way to answer this question is to watch good people in order to learn unique or optimal utility usage. Examples of this is where to nade, where to entry, good flash angles or kill setups for sentinels. You want to understand what is good and build on those concepts and understand common scenarios and where your utility in those scenarios will get guaranteed or good value. If you see a smoke, understand that the smoke is an imaginary wall. It does not stop you from walking through it. It's spammable, there's risk and reward. However, people tend to hold smokes because it's a free kill if somebody walks through. That's why using a flash to get out of a choke point is really good, because you're almost guaranteed to flash them unless they're expecting it. Using Sentinel utility to get yourself an unfair or an advantaged fight, such as using a tripwire proc into a spam kill. Using smokes into good recon abilities that allow you to spam them through the smokes. Or you have duelist movement abilities that pulls crosshairs and creates advantaged gunfights in some way. Adjust the 1-2 person idea. The Killjoy turret can be person 1. You can swing off the turret. Person 1 can be a Sky Dog, a Sky Flash, as it throws crosshairs or increases favorable gunfights. But the important thing is, don't think in your isolated kit. You've got your whole team, 4 other people. Ask for utility actively to set yourself up for success. Duelists should be asking for complementing utility. Think initiator stuns or flashes. Smokes should help Sentinels isolate their duels. Teammates can call for trap play based off their other teammates' utility. Gives you freebies. Initiators can tell their team to swing with their utility. Sometimes you need to communicate your goal in throwing utility, especially if it's abstract. Help your team identify your goal and how to best accomplish it. Case in point, a weird smoke. If you throw the smoke on a scent, you don't want somebody scaling left and going towards switch. That kind of takes away from the point of the smoke. You want to use the smoke to isolate certain angles and swing together. For further improvement over time, you want to identify what's good, where you consistently get value out of your utility. You want to try to think ahead after you accomplish a goal. What do you want to do? Try to get this flowchart in your head and figure out what you want to do immediately, because it gives less time for the enemy to react or adapt. You want to figure out what's hard to shoot for util, or how to pilot abilities for them to cover as many areas as possible. You want to figure out entry pathing to avoid traffic coning and to have advantageous fights. You can try to figure out flashes that require 0.1 millisecond reaction time to dodge. You can figure out sentinel setups that throw the enemy off in unexpected ways. You can adapt utility to how the enemy plays, such as if the enemy team stays in spawn, you want to stop throwing your recon at the start of the round, possibly wait for their exec to get scans as they're coming out of a choke point. If the enemy team has seen your entry pathing 2-3 times and have started to adjust where they play, ask for utility. Change your util usage. Change your entry pathing or ask for additional utility to get those people out of those spots where they have a better chance of killing you when you go in. If the enemy team has double duelist and dashes past smokes, throw them deeper in. If the smokes are consistently blocking your way and you're scared of getting out of that choke point, do you have any utility to get out of that choke point? Is your best option just to run away if you have no util? Are you just gonna gamble it and go through? I want to instill this idea at the very least. This helps your team, this helps you. You want to communicate micro. Whether you want the flash, what utility you want. If you want to swing with somebody, think ahead. Are you in a spot where utility can come in? Are the smokes on the other side of the map? Is the initiator able to flash my angle? Play with your team. Think of the guy next to you and think about how you both can play together to accomplish the goal or to win or to get an advantageous gunfight. You should be trying to actively adapt. don't do the same thing every round expecting the same value of your utility.
Wait, that was kind of good.
The enemy can think too. What's the intention behind your util? Keep asking yourself, why? What am I gaining from throwing this utility here? What's the goal? Keep in mind this information. Keep in mind information you can get. Keep in mind you can also get information with your body. It can save your util usage for crucial moments or to stall for longer, and this can be round winning. Jiggling for guaranteed flash value, saving util to stall or get freebies. If your jiggling doesn't spot anyone and your teammate calls that they're over at A, why throw it into the choke point if you know it's not going to accomplish the goal? You can get early information by jiggling and then use your utility appropriately. TLDR, keep asking yourself why, how, and when. Get the answers in game or out of game. Get value. Get RR.